and we're going to continue to be briefed. The FBI is leading this investigation, which is still in its early stages. We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations. Let the FBI do their job and their partner agencies do their job. I'm instructed that this investigation be thorough and swift, and the investigators will have every resource they need to get this done. Look, as this investigation continues, here's what we're going to do. First, Mr. Trump, as a former president and nominee of the Republican Party, already receives a heightened level of security. And I've been consistent in my direction to the Secret Service to provide him with every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure his continued safety. Second, I've directed the head of the Secret Service to review all security measures for the Republican National Convention, which is scheduled to start tomorrow. And third, I've directed an independent review of the national security at yesterday's rally to assess exactly what happened. And we'll share the results of that independent review with the American people as well. And finally, I'll be speaking more about this tonight at greater length from the Oval Office. We must unite as one nation. We must unite as one nation to demonstrate who we are. And so may God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, when you spoke to President Trump yesterday,
President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and members of his national security team, the Attorney General right there leaving the Roosevelt Room not long after they had been briefed in the Situation Room about the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump in Pennsylvania less than 24 hours ago. You heard the president there outline a couple of things here moving forward. He has directed the Secret Service that they have every resource available to continue to keep former President Donald Trump safe moving forward. They will review all security measures for the Republican National Convention. That was the second thing he revealed there. Again, reviewing all security measures for the Republican National Convention moving forward in these next couple of days. As we've heard from the Trump campaign and the Republican Party, they do plan to move forward with the convention as planned. He's also called for an independent review of national security at that rally in Pennsylvania, pledged to share that with the American people. And perhaps most telling there, he announced an Oval Office address. 8 p.m. Eastern is our belief at this point. Let's bring in our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. Again, the president there moments ago saying he's instructed the Secret Service that they have every resource available to continue to keep Donald Trump safe. And he called for an immediate review of all security measures at the RNC. He'll address the nation tonight.
That is the case, David. The president here is trying to make it very clear that he is on top of this, that they are going to get to the bottom of how this could happen, and that he and this administration are doing everything they can to make sure that this doesn't happen again, starting, of course, with making sure that the RNC is as safe and secure as it possibly can be. But, of course, there also is that other important message that the president is trying to get across, which is just this amazing, remarkable, and sad moment that we are at currently as a country. The president coming out and saying again, there is no place in America for this kind of violence. This is not who we are, and saying we cannot lose sight of that. That, I think, is the message you're going to likely hear more of tonight as he tries to, over the last 24 hours, less than that, dial down the temperature, dial down the explosive political rhetoric in this country. The president, though, noting we do not know the motive yet of this alleged shooter, and the president saying don't make assumptions. But nonetheless, he's making clear he is doing everything he can to try and get to the bottom of this, and that he wants to share that more important overarching message with the country that it is now, that now is an important time to come together and unite. Yes, we disagree, but it has to be done in a way that is safe, David.
Mary Bruce at the White House. Mary, thank you. I'll see you later for World News Tonight. And then, of course, the president's speech, 8 p.m. Eastern. He just announced he will address the nation from the Oval Office. Let's bring in our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, for one more question on this. You heard the president there, Aaron, urge the American people not to rush to judgment on what might have been the motive here for this suspect. He said that will be revealed in due time, given this fast-moving investigation. At this point, though, you're learning from your sources that they believe heavily that this is a lone wolf type situation.
They do, David. The Secret Service believes that he acted alone. They found no ties to international terrorism or any domestic terror groups. They've been scouring his devices, and they found some interesting things from searches online about disinformation and all sorts of conspiracy theories, but nothing so far, we're told, that points to a clear motive. They're still looking, David.
And again, the weapon, Aaron, was believed to be his father's high-powered AR-style weapon.
An AR-style weapon purchased, it appears, legally by his father. How the suspect came to take possession of it has not yet been revealed, but he was able to fire about 8 shots from an elevated position on a rooftop adjacent to the venue. The AR-15 is not a precise weapon for a sharpshooter, but he was able to get off a lot of shots, and you heard the president there pay tribute to the father of 2 young girls who was shot while his wife said was protecting his family from the gunfire.
Aaron Katersky with us here as well. Aaron, our thanks to you and to Mary Bruce. I should mention we'll have a special edition of World News Tonight Sunday a little later this afternoon. I'll see you for that. Of course, we'll be back on the air 8 p.m. Eastern. President Biden with an address to the nation from the Oval Office, and then right after, our special report on what's happened this weekend in America. We'll take you through it minute by minute with the very latest on the investigation. So again, 8 p.m. Eastern, the president addressing the nation, followed by our ABC News special, bringing you up to date on everything we know so far. And I'll see you for World News Tonight. Until then, good day.
This has been a special report from ABC News.